Brilliant. So this is Guild of Dungeoneering. It's our very first game. I'm Colm from Gambrinous. It's our first game. We're from Ireland. So essentially, it's kind of like a roguelike dungeon exploration game. But the funny thing about it is you don't actually get direct control of your hero. So instead, you build the dungeon around them, and you try and influence them by like putting loot or like monster over here, and you're trying to make them win, but you kind of don't have direct control over them. So that's kind of our twist. And then as you play the game, you're building the dungeon on one layer, but the second layer is that every time your hero goes to fight a monster, it pops up this kind of card-based battle system. And your cards are kind of given to you as you find better equipment. They come with new cards. They're kind of attack moves. So you find the sword, you have this new attack move. You find armor, it's giving you blocking. And essentially what you're doing is you're kind of deck building on the fly. So every time you start a new dungeon run, your hero starts with nothing, you level them up, you find new equipment, and that's how you kind of customize your hero. So a particular dungeon run, so here we can see in the background, there's kind of one of the starter quests, it's just like find 2 chests. So you might beat that in like 15 minutes. Beating that unlocks the follow-on quest, which is a boss fight. And that one, again, you might win in 15 minutes or lose in 15 minutes. So losing is totally fine. So what we're casting the player as is the person who runs the Guild of Dungeoneering. So any particular hero you hire, if they die in glorious battle, that is absolutely fine. So you're kind of like the cynical guild master, hiring people in, sending them off to do your dirty work. And that's where the short sessions, you're always saving your kind of game every time you come back to the guild. And it's also where you unlock new things. So win or lose, you come back to the guild and you can like maybe upgrade something new in the guild. So there's a few ways that pans out. So you can build new kind of loot, kind of like, oh, we've hired the blacksmith, and that means there's more, improved versions of like the weaponry you can find in your next dungeon run. Or you can hire a new character class. So you start off the game with just the chump, and he's just terrible. But you can kind of blunder your way through the first couple of quests with him. Pretty soon you'll want to build something to hire like, so they're all a bit funny, like the mime, the apprentice, the cat burglar, and essentially what these are is like better starting like character classes. They have their special abilities and their starting deck of cards. Basically, if you're into like tabletop or like card games, you'll really love this. The game is coming out on July 14th. It's going to be $15, and it's a single-player game. You just buy it and enjoy it. And we're already planning some expansion packs, like probably around $5, so kind of more like DLC, and they're just about expanding the content in the game. So a few more quests, a couple more character classes, more loot. It's on Steam right now, or on guildofdungeoneering.com, or if you just Google Guild of Dungeoneering, it's right there at the top.
Wanna be Dungeoneering!